So we have the Nine of Swords here. This is a state of stress, a state of overwhelm, anxiety, things keeping you up at night. Things can feel dark, things can feel scary and heavy. Remember this Nine of Swords. The swords is the suit that represents the mind. It's a mental suit. This is not someone actually being stabbed. This is just the feeling of the mind being completely overwhelmed. So many things on your mind. And the thing I always remind you about with the Nine of Swords is that if you look at them, they actually provide a ladder. So just as much as that your thoughts can spiral and pull you down, it's your thoughts that if you can structure them and hold on to that structure, you can use your thoughts to pull you out of whatever situation that might be. Perhaps by holding on to what you see to be true. Anything else, just let it go. What is your truth? More swords here. It does seem like you are at a crossroads. There is a decision to make, or you're caught between a rock and a hard place here with the Two of Swords. We can also see that this person might be blind to what's going on, other possibilities, other things happening. Or perhaps you have chosen to be quiet, to go within, to cut off the external world, and to find the answer within yourself. Where can you quieten your senses and just go within to resolve this? And sometimes if you give things time and if you give yourself some quietness, answers that can come in that may surprise you. It may not be one of the options you thought it was. It may be something completely different that comes in to help you resolve a given situation. What you can also see in this card is that the heart has been cut off somewhat. They've crossed their arms across their chests as if to protect their heart. So whatever this is for you, maybe it is something that's really hurting you and that it's painful in some way. And so what would happen if you open up your heart a little more, expand that heart, open yourself up to new potential, new opportunities coming in, because the two gives us a clue, because two moves to three. So two options may actually turn out to have a third opportunity present itself. We can see behind this person, there is a whole new land across the shallow water that perhaps they could step out onto. So where they may feel contracted and stuck at this time, if they were to open up their arms, open up their mind, they may find that something new comes in. And where is this an option for you at this time? So where your thoughts are getting you in a state of anxiety, and you may feel very much at a crossroads and you feel shut down, the cards are inviting you to perhaps open up to receive new wisdom, new ways of being and feeling that may feel a whole lot different. And some peace at last. We're moving to the Four of Swords. And you can see here that the Four is asking you to just rest. Perhaps you've had lots of sleepless nights and you're exhausted. And now it's time to find some peace, some inner peace. This card always reminds me of a knight before a quest. The knight who is going off on a long journey, taking the time to pray to his guides, to God, to guide him through the adventures that they're about to face, through the dangers that they're going to be presented with, any obstacles along the way. The knight is almost visualizing the quest at hand before he starts the journey. And the Four is allowing yourself this time and space to do just that. And so the cards today, I feel, pointing towards this very state, one where you settle into the void, the liminal space between worlds. We see here in the top corner a mother and child in the window, in the stained glass window, almost like a vision. And the idea of where can you lie and be held like a mother would hold you in their arms. The void offers you this space of sheer peace, of bliss, of being held, of being supported and loved unconditionally. Perhaps the cards today pointing you towards this, entering into this state. And it may feel completely impossible right now, but the cards are saying it's a choice. It's a choice where you may feel you're going in one direction or another. But what about just doing nothing but sitting or lying with this, perhaps for hours, until you can find that peace? If you're enjoying the cards, I do ask that you like and subscribe to the channel. It really does make a difference. A great big shout out to those of you who've already done so. I so appreciate you. And if you're willing and able, I invite you now to close your eyes. I'm going to take you into just a short meditation with these cards. And so as these are all swords, the mental suit, I'm going to ask you to try and drop your awareness into your heart space. Let's try and bring that energy down from your head into your heart. Take some breaths in and out and feel it in your heart space. And if your legs are crossed or however you're sitting, I want you to feel your feet firmly on the ground. In fact, with your eyes closed, I want you to imagine that from the soles of your feet, you're putting down roots. I want you to feel firmly rooted and reach those roots right down into the ground, right down until they meet with the center of the earth. And there they're going to find a rock or a crystal, and they're going to wrap themselves around this hard rock, this solid rock, this really solid foundation. And I want you to feel the energy from these roots moving back up from that safe and sacred space, the center of the earth, all the way back up through the soles of your feet, up through your calves and your shins, up through your thighs, up through your belly and abdomen, and up to your heart. Feel yourself fully grounded and weighted and held safely and securely. And whatever has been pressing on your mind recently, whatever has been taking you into a spin, I want you just to take from that a truth, one thing that you feel sure of. And if you don't feel there's any security right now, then just focus on the word love and feel it in your heart. Where can you feel self-love at this time? Wrap your arms around yourself, either physically or in your mind's eye, and give yourself a hug. And just a bit, can you allow your heart space to open up? You may have been protecting it and holding it for a reason. And the cards today are suggesting maybe this is keeping you stuck now. It served as a great protector, and now it's time to open up your heart a little wider and allow more ideas, more inspiration to flood in. And I want you to take your attention outwards from your heart. See how far you can expand your heart space. Can you take it out and create a ball around your heart? A ball of love. And can that ball expand out even further in your chest? And what if it goes beyond your skin? What if you can breach that skin and just feel that that love is creating a bubble that's just blowing up bigger and bigger and bigger, like a balloon, right around your body now? And can it go even further? And with your eyes closed, can you feel the darkness around you as something safe? Not something to worry about, but safety. Like a mother, a goddess, holding you safely in her arms, protecting you, guiding you, loving you. Can you touch this void? The space where you don't need to do anything. You just surrender. And from this space, just ask if there is a message for you today. And if something comes in, all well and good. And if not, that's all fine too. Just relax and breathe and feel held. And from this space, see if any inspiration comes. And perhaps there isn't enough time in this meditation to get you to this void, to get you to this space. But the cards here are asking you to see if you can create that space for yourself. Because it seems like you've been through a lot and your mind has been running over time. And you may have a big decision to make. So treat yourself gently. Open up your heart. Open up your mind. Find rest. Find quiet and peace. And in your own time, you can come back to the room and open your eyes. Whatever's going on, I'm so sorry. It feels like it's been very heavy for you, very overwhelming, very stressful. The cards are saying you may be at a crossroads. There's big decisions going on. It may feel like there's just too much. But the cards here are saying that what you feel, what decision you feel you may have to make now may seem really important. Perhaps something else is going to come in that will resolve it all. Be open to that too. But more than anything, it's saying find that quiet space to restore, rejuvenate your body and mind. And if you can, just get to that space that feels so held, so loving. Lie in that space. Give yourself that time. Allow your cells to resonate with that feeling. Have a wonderful day.